Jackson. And he's got Booker. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start with the option. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. You look at this Bears defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready, break.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And now an audible here into something else. Second down throw coming by Willis. That one deep for London. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. To throw is Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 3rd and 9. Jackson now. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Here's Booker on the catch. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Jackson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, just batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
You a hater.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Bears defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
7-7, our score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Three. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. First and 10, it's Willis. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Willis. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
Willis out of the gun. That one deep for London. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Willis to throw once more. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. And It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Now Willis to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Right back to the air again with Willis. Able to find Gray here. Touchdown, Washington. Danny Gray, 34 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Gets past one man. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Za'Darius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls.
And he's going to go down again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Looked to me like they were trying to go off tackle there, but he thought he could bounce that out a little bit further, didn't he?
He did, but didn't work out. Good pursuit defensively, and able to force him out behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Play fake. Here's Willis. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Taken from just outside the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got Booker. He's into space past the 25. Still going. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. Bust through the tackle. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains.
Cougar 19, Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Last play of the half, Willis. That one deep for London. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But for the defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. But this time, Willis will throw it. Got London on a slant. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Willis escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd at the Bears' 12-yard line.
Here's Willis. Flush to his right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Back to throw, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Oh, P.I., bro.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble that gets him a first down. Here's Jackson. Here's Booker on the catch. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jackson. Right over receiver, complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Tacked up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Fighting his way through contact. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
The shotgun snap to Willis. Flushed out right. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Willis looks to pass it here. And this pass caught by Gray. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Jackson. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Chubb is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained.
What in the hell did he stop? I can't stand
Intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The 2nd down throw by Willis. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Willis headed left off the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Rig alert. Rig alert. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Throwing, Willis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these and keep your offense moving.
He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Once and more. This is 4th and a yard. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their foot. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here with some tempo. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Can I get a PI, bro?
It is intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It was intercepted across midfield. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, he's regarded as one of the best best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Willis to throw. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Willis. He's got him in. Complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Here's Willis. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Check back, check back. Cub 19, Cub 19, Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Shotgun snap to Willis. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. One final try for Willis.